why you should go to sleep earlier. Reason number one, the time you're in bed is not the time you're asleep. If you go to bed at 10 o'clock and you wake up at 6, that is not 8 hours of sleep. That is 8 hours in bed. There is a difference, and I use Whoop, but there's like all different kinds of trackers. There's Apple Watch, there's Oura Ring, there's like so many different trackers that you can use that determine when you're asleep, when you're in light sleep, REM sleep, deep sleep, all this stuff, right? Reason number one, you're not asleep the entire time you're in bed. And you might be like me and think that the doctors would have just said 8 hours of sleep when they mean 8 hours in bed, because that's like what everybody's gonna interpret it as, right? No. You need 8 hours of being asleep. And my sleep efficiency, well, sleep efficiency is just how much percentage of time in bed that you're asleep. So I think the average is like 85-ish%. So do the math, it's like a little bit under 10 hours in bed. And I don't think that's the average, but probably accounts for older people, so, But people our age, my sleep efficiency is usually sitting around 91 to like 95. So if I go to bed for, let's just say 9 hours, I'm gonna be asleep for about 8 hours of it, right? So that's what I do, all right? So reason number two, the later that you stay up, it's just your mind gets worse, and assuming you wake up early, right? The later you stay up, the more temptation is built, all right? Nothing good happens after blank. You've all heard the saying, nothing good happens after 12, nothing good happens after 10, whatever. And being able to prevent that and just cutting that temptation out entirely by just going to bed earlier is incredible. For me, I usually try to go to bed around 8. I try to go to bed at 8, like on the dot, all right? And I wake up at 5. So, yeah, like I was saying earlier, I go for 9 hours in bed. That's 9 hours. And another thing about time to go to bed, it should be the exact same every day. Ideally, right? But nobody's gonna be able to do that. Even I can't do that, and I'm like a sleep freak. Reason number 3 is because if you go to bed earlier, you can go to bed early every single day, and you gotta try to make your sleep consistent, all right? That's almost as important as how much sleep you're getting, right? Because if you're constantly changing the time you wake up, the time you go to bed, all this stuff, your body's never going to get used to it, right? But me, I've been waking up at 5 for about like 3 weeks. I've been going to bed at 8-ish for those whole 3 weeks, and now my body's just locked in. It knows what to do. It knows when to go to sleep. And another thing, this is just like a bonus tip, I guess, don't ever use your phone in your bed. Don't ever do anything in your bed unless you're trying to sleep, because your brain, if you only ever sleep in your bed, your brain will associate your bed with sleeping. Like, I think this was in Atomic Habits, but there was a study with insomniacs, right? People that can't sleep. And they made them stay out of their room unless if they're going to sleep. That's all they do in their entire room is they go to bed. And then they can sleep easier, right? Because they have this, their brain has linked this room with sleeping. So it's like, it just does it easier. So only use your bed for sleep. Only. If you're, like, there's just no reason to be in your bed. If you have a chair, if you have a damn floor, then don't be on your bed. So, reason number 1, 8 hours in bed is not 8 hours of sleep, which is, the healthy minimum for adults or whatever. Number 2, I forgot what number 2 is. Number 3, consistency. Like, you can keep your sleep consistent. So, yes, keep that in your head. Just go to bed earlier today and then keep that damn time. Don't change it. Wake up at the same time every single day. I'll see you later today. We'll see what I have to talk about. And yeah, peace. Alright, so it is 1:30 right now. I've had a horrible headache. I've felt a little sick, so I'm not gonna say much. Just gonna talk about what you should do when you're sick. So, do nothing. Sleep. That's all you need. You need your body to recover, so let it recover. So, yeah, that's it. I'm not trying to do much. I feel like crap. So, yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully I'm feeling better. Peace. Wait. Calendly link in the description. Free 6-minute video call. So yeah, peace. I'll see you tomorrow.